My name is Johanna and I'm a university student. What? It's true. I got accepted into a Japanese university. I'm a university student in Japan. Me? So about 4.5 years ago, I came to Japan for the first time as a high school exchange student and I stayed in Kumamoto for 10 months. The next time I came to Japan was about 2 years ago when I came back to Kyushu, this time to Fukuoka, to start a Japanese language school. So I've been in Japan for a total of 2 years and 11 months. Now, some Japanese language schools have specific courses for anyone who wants to get into a Japanese university, and you don't just study Japanese, but you study other subjects like math or social science, whatever you need in order to pass the exam you need for your university. But for me, I just went to the regular Japanese course, which meant that I actually had to study by myself for the university exam, and I didn't have any classes taught in the subjects I needed for the exams I was going to take. I just got the books I needed to prepare for the tests. I sat after school, before school, self-studied. I would of course ask my teachers questions if I had anything that I thought they would be able to answer, but I did a lot of the work myself. So in order to get into Japanese university, there are some requirements you need, and other things differ from university to university. So I can't really tell you exactly what you need to be able to get into the university you want to get into, but this is what I needed. First of all, I needed to take an exam called EJU, or in Japanese, Ryugaku Shiken. Now, there are 2 different EJU tests you can take. One is focused on science subjects, if you wanted to get into university and study something related to science. And the other one is focused on social studies like geography, history, and economy, things like that, if that's what you want to study in university. Now, I'm definitely not a science girl at all whatsoever. So I took the social science test, which meant that I had to study geography, economy, politics. Yeah, it was a lot of things I had to study, of course in Japanese, to take the test. I also had to study math, which I'm not sure exactly how well I did, but I did actually have a teacher to help me with that a few hours a week before my classes started. Thank you so much. And lastly, in this test, there's a Japanese section as well that tests your Japanese. Now, it's a little different from the JLPT test. They don't test your general knowledge of Japanese, but they test how well you can understand academical Japanese. So they go into really specific subjects and see how well you understand what they say, instead of just like normal conversations between a teacher and a student, or things like that, topics that you might have even in the higher levels of the JLPT test. I also needed to submit my high school grades, my language school grades, and also my language school attendance. And lastly, I also had to submit my JLPT score. Oh, I guess I forgot to mention that. I passed and won! Actually, I have a video of my reaction finding out that I passed the test, which is right here. Yep, that's a thing that happened. Now, the last thing I had to do was to actually go to my university and take an exam there as well. The exam consisted of 1 essay and 1 interview. Now, I'm not too sure how well I did on the essay. We had 1 hour to read a text and then write a summary of the text, plus our own opinions or what we felt about the text. And it was pretty stressful. I had to really rush, and I'm not sure my conclusion was very good in the text, but I mean, I passed, so. And the second thing we had to do was an interview. I kind of feel like that's what got me into university. My interview was so good. I was not nervous at all for some reason. I spoke with confidence and I answered all their questions in a way that I really felt showed my personality, and it seems like they liked me because I passed. So, I remember the day before the test came out. It was a Friday and I didn't have any school, and I really tried to find something to occupy my mind. So I actually ended up going shopping because that was the only thing that could keep my mind off how stressed I was and how nervous I was and how scared I was to not pass. And when the day finally came, I opened my computer. The result was supposed to come out 10 a.m. in the morning, and I literally sat from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. just by my computer, talking with some friends, and just not being able to think about anything else, that the result was coming out, the result was coming out, the result was coming out. And when it turned 10 a.m., I updated the website. I clicked on the button I had to click on, and it said, Gokaku. I remember I just started crying so much. I was so relieved, so happy, so excited, so surprised, and just overwhelmed by the fact that I had passed the exam and I was actually gonna become a Japanese university student. And I called my family, I wrote to my friends, and I was so happy and so excited. I remember that feeling still, and it was one of the best feelings I've had in a long time. When I passed, I didn't really know exactly how busy my next month was gonna get with all preparations for moving across half the country, all the paperwork I had to fill out, and all the friends I had to say goodbye to in Fukuoka. It was definitely a pretty rough month in many ways. I had to do basically everything myself. Everything from getting cardboard boxes, packing them, checking prices, filling out paperwork, sending money. There were so many things, and I actually had a pretty stressful and a bit rough month before moving here, but I made it through. I'm here, and I can finally relax knowing that everything went well, and yeah, I'm just happy that I survived and that I could start university safe and sound and with not a lot of problems. I did have a few problems though, but that's all in the past, so it's fine. So, what's university like in Japan? Well, I've been in university for about 3 weeks now, I think 3-something weeks, and I'm having a lot of fun. I've made a lot of friends already. Obviously, going to Japanese university, everything will be in Japanese, but I'm still kind of overwhelmed thinking about the fact that I'm basically not using any English at all during my days here. I'm just listening to Japanese, speaking Japanese, reading Japanese, writing Japanese. Everything is in Japanese, and it's a little overwhelming, but I am both excited and nervous for everything that's gonna happen from now on. I'm gonna dig deeper into all of my subjects. I'm gonna learn more about what it's like being a university student. I'm gonna start working soon as well. I'm actually looking for a part-time job at the moment, and I do want to say that not everything is perfect. I have some stresses, I have some worries, and I have some struggles as well, but I'm still really excited for everything that's waiting for me in the future here up in Kanagawa in my new university and in my new life here. I have a really nice apartment that does not really have any furniture, something I will get to when I start my part-time job. And yeah, even though I have some worries and I do question my decision to come here sometimes, I know that this is what makes sense for me, and this is the best choice for me, wanting to stay and live in Japan in the long run. So I keep on reminding myself that I'm here for a reason, and this was the right choice for me to make. But yeah, I'm happy and excited that you also want to tag along on this journey with me, and I'm excited to make a lot of new friends here on YouTube as well. So if you have any questions or you want to just say hello, just leave a comment or write to me on Instagram, and I would love to talk with you and be friends with you and answer all the questions you might have about Japanese language schools, Japanese universities, living in Japan, or whatever you have a question about. So yeah, if you want to keep updated on everything that's going on, you can follow me on my Instagram, watch my stories, and also follow me here on YouTube to see what's happening next in my new university student life. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!